Board members, my name is Derrick Comeaux. I'm a student intern here in Lafayette Parish. And had a recent meeting with my fellow interns at UL Lafayette. And I can tell you the atmosphere in that classroom was disgust. Absolute disgust. With school board, with policy, with enforcement of discipline in school. I stand before you because I have been in the classroom over 300 hours with my observations. I have seen the classroom. I have been in it. Touching on Acadiana Middle School, I came from parents that were dirt poor. We had nothing growing up. I got my cousin's clothes. I graduated high school with honors. I had a student the other day that I told, go home, do a project, get on the computer, and he looked at it, he said, Mr. Comeaux, I don't even have a home to go to. My parents, my mother and my brother live in a shelter. That student in my class, from me working with him, has an A average. So it can be done. And what worries me coming into a system like this and facing it, and I share the concerns with a lot of students at UL who go home every night, text me crying because of what they're going to be coming into. And they are concerned, and I am concerned, because this is not what I thought education was about. Never would I have dreamed of this. And it is just so disheartening that when you ask a student to do something, they look at you and, with all due respect, say, shut the fuck up. Or go to hell, you MF. Or who the F you think you are. And the administration does nothing. I had a student threaten me physically in my classroom to put his hands on me. And he would have been back in the classroom the very next morning had I not said, I will get an attorney and I will get a restraining order against this student. Otherwise, administration would have done nothing. And it's sickening. And I also told them, had this student put their hands on me, then we would have addressed it in another manner. I have also come across morning notes from guidance counselors that have said possible physical harm from this student against faculty members. And these children are still in our school. I have students that have 40, 50, 60 referrals who sit next to students, fart in class, curse in class, talk about pornography, what they did to this girl, what they did to this boy, and they don't do anything. And that's why we're having the problems we're having in education, not because the kids come from a poor background, because I made it. And that young man's he has a 96 average in my class. And he lives in a shelter. So, unless Jesus Christ himself comes down before us in this board and tells me differently, poverty is not, or ineffective teachers is not. Is the discipline, is the disruptions, is having to stop your class and go write somebody up 50 and 40 and 50 times over a grading period. I've had to leave my class just today 8 times for 3 different students because he decided he was going to lift his leg up and fart and make the whole class laugh. Another one, I said, do this. And he said, I don't have to listen to you. You're not my parent. Or one dangling a student over the balcony at school by the shirt collar. And another teacher witnessing it and saying, hey, stop that. And they turn and say, you back the fuck up. Who the fuck you think you are correcting me? And that student's still at our school. Now, why can't anybody on this board address this? Why? I'll end it now. Please come and visit our schools. Come and sit in the classrooms. Don't just walk the halls and visit with the administrators. Come and sit with these teachers and talk to them and ask them, what do you need? What can we do? Because there's only so many things the big bosses will tell you, but these people don't have a reason to lie. They're getting rated on whether they're effective or not. And I know when I get into this school system, I will be a very effective teacher because I have the heart and the passion to do it. I just need you to give me the tools. Thank you.